You are now listening to the world-famous Gamer Boyz Podcast.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome to another episode of the Gamer Boyz Podcast. I got my guy, Pilot Hero, back in the studio.
What is up, everybody? It's good to be back. Another day, another dollar.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to come with something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always like kind of the go-to, but I love it.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of expects it, but we'll take it.
I feel like I haven't seen you like in a month.
It feels like a month.
Yeah.
I think I look back and I'm like, damn, it's been two episodes.
I think it's been 3.
Has it been 3 episodes?
I think so.
We'll count it back. But yeah, no, it feels forever. Absolutely. I had a couple of things I need to take care of, and they're done taken care of. And I mean, both of us made some pretty big moves recently.
Yeah.
You're rolling nice and mighty.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
yeah. We actually
dude,
talked about it last podcast with Dave, but yeah, got a new truck.
and it looks like
it.
Thor's fucking hammer. It looks fucking badass. It looks sick. So with that said, what's new?
Not too much. Just been chilling.
Yeah.
We got back from our San Francisco trip.
How'd that go?
It was fun.
Yeah, you guys had fun. Nice.
The wife was sick for most of the trip, so that kind of sucked. You know how that is.
Like, yeah, absolutely. Same thing happened to me when we went to Disneyland. But did it happen when you guys got there, or was it like a progressive?
Yeah, it was like right when we got there.
No, I fucking hate that.
Like,
and it's no one's fault. You're just like, shit.
Yeah, she already was in her system to be sick. So,
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. But yeah, so that happened, and then everyone kind of got sick here or there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we've just been dealing with that kind of stuff. But I was gonna say enjoying the weather, which we are, but it is super hot.
It's super hot.
So
I love it.
But it is nice.
It is.
But you know, when you're sick, you can't really do much.
I know, it kind of messes with you all day.
Yeah.
I'm the type that's like for example, you see me in shorts and a shirt and hat, sunglasses, and this is what I love, dude. I love being outside. I'm very grateful for it. I'm just like the wind's kind of killing it for me.
Yeah.
It's really driving me nuts. But other than that, I think that's actually what's keeping us kind of cool. But the fact is like the heat, dude. I love it. I like being outside. This is what I long for. Every year I want summer to be here. And summer nights, they're the best.
Yeah,
sure. Warm, outside, dark.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, we got our backyard set up for summer.
Nice.
You know, it's already done, but like we
Yeah.
took everything out,
Yeah.
put the canopy up and everything.
Doing all the good
So
stuff.
we did s'mores
Nice.
a few nights ago out there. It was
Yes.
like perfect.
I love that.
Yeah.
See, I like that.
It was nice. So
I like that.
this weekend we might have some people over, celebrate my wife's birthday that just passed.
Oh, happy birthday, wife.
Yeah, so we'll probably have some people over and kind of do that stuff. That's
Cool.
always like, pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely. My birthday is on the 19th of July, and I'm turning 32.
32. Damn, you're old.
I know. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always trying to keep it on the down low. I only tell you because, we're partners.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just
and
like...
then the other 500,000 people listening to this show
Yeah.
right now.
yeah. You guys won't tell anybody. So, with that said, yeah, it's exciting. It's funny, though. I think about, like, as our birthdays come up and stuff like that, like, it's weird how you don't get as excited as you used to.
I do.
Like, well, mine is really close to my son's.
Mm.
So, like, it's his birthday month, not mine.
And that's your older son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we were considering doing, like a all for one. Like, we'll just kind of celebrate his and mine.
Mm.
But that kind of steals from his
Well, I was going to say
there,
you need
so.
to throw a rager
I agree.
for your birthday.
Yeah.
It's not like a age to do that for.
Right.
I think like 30 maybe. But
Yeah.
did you have a rager for your 30th?
Like a dirty 30?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so might as well just do it for your 32nd.
32nd birthday. I should. I'm thinking of renting a booth in Reno. It's the golf thing, but I guess in the casino.
Oh, yeah.
They have the booths.
Top flight.
Yes.
Dude, do that. Because that's all in, actually, for my wife's birthday, we were up there.
Oh.
So that's all like it's called the Row.
Okay.
So it's 3 casinos all together that are combined somehow.
Right.
So you could walk through all 3 casinos in the inside without having to go outside, basically.
That's pretty cool.
So, you have everything that you can do in each single casino, basically, and all the restaurants that you can hit up too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always dope. So we went up there and we hit up Ichiban's. which
nice.
is where they cook the food in front
Yeah.
of you. It was so good.
I bet.
So and then you go upstairs and you walk to the Silver Legacy or whatever,
Yeah.
and that's where the top flight is.
That's where that's at. See, fucking.
So you have everything right there. So
Yeah,
and then
I kinda
also
like
you
that.
could get hammered and just stay there.
Yeah, that's actually I kind of want to do that too.
Yeah,
So you know what? Maybe.
do it. I'm there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are obviously super. I think the booth is like for 15 people or some shit like that. So, and I don't think I'm gonna let too many people, because I have a lot of family. I don't want to let them know.
Yeah,
it's gonna be low key.
I think your family listens to this show, so
I think so too. Love you guys.
no offense to you guys, but this is friends only.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, now I'm looking forward to it. Now we brought this up.
I think we should.
We
should. Like, I want to be invited.
I like this.
I
Yeah,
think you should
absolutely make this inclusive. Like it's a we thing. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Well, Pilot Hero and I have been talking a lot about, we've been doing this YouTube channel now since October.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a little skin in the game now, even though the progression and growth has been very slow.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about what else we can do as far as like Gamer Boyz or whatever to incorporate into the channel. Hopefully get more listeners, more viewers and everything, more engagement. And obviously the obvious next step or whatever is to do some type of vlog, not a daily vlog, obviously, because he works. I have my own stuff that I do and everything. So, but some type of vlog that we can do.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been talking about. And that, like, in a way, like, whenever, like, that right there to me is like a perfect vlog.
That's a vloggable time.
Yeah. It's like having fun with your friends, playing top golf, which is like almost like, and it's on a screen. So it's not like the outdoor where you're hitting it, you know?
Right.
So it's kind of like a video game.
Yeah.
It's a simulator.
Yeah.
So I think that would be like, when I talk about that, that's why I get excited. I'm like, dude, you should do it. And then you brought that up and I'm like, dude, no, now you definitely should.
That sounds great.
Because now we could vlog that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
it's absolutely vloggable. I didn't even think of that. See, you're always on top of it for me. So
make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell, JAA7 Studios, hit us up there, and let us know if you think a vlog would be kind of cool. 5 to 10 minute vlog, kind of show you guys what Pilot Hero do behind the mics.
Yeah,
behind the mics.
Behind the scenes.
Because we are behind the mics right now.
Yeah.
But like behind the actual mic part.
Behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think we're gonna do it anyways.
We're gonna do it anyways.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I think
So but yeah, like stuff like that, like just
solid.
makes me think, I'm like, dude, that's a vloggable thing.
Absolutely.
And it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And it's also just like documenting and then also like, 10 years from now you could go back to that video and be like, dude, that was my 32nd birthday.
Yeah. That's actually key that you've said that. Like, look back, because I recently had a couple of clips on my phone and I put it together and I released it for Father's Day, and I was the feedback I got.
You were crying?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
100%. I don't know why I selected the song I selected. It was one of those like you're kind of going through the reels and then it said put this on your most latest memory.
Yeah.
And it's always like whatever. And I put my latest memories into that song and it worked out pretty good. And the feedback I got though was pretty awesome, to the point where I'm like, I gotta do this again. Yeah. Because it was awesome.
Speaking of that now, like I wonder if like the legit daily vloggers go back, because for a point, like I think they mostly do it because they want to be YouTubers.
Yes.
They want to
essentially, that's the
like be successful, make money and stuff like that. But like I wonder if like any part of them is like, you know what, this also is for like back later I could show my kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Memories. Or even when your kids are young and they're in your vlogs.
Right.
And then all of a sudden your kid's 18, be like, dude, remember when you were like 8?
Yeah.
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, watch this.
Look at this.
And they can go back on YouTube and watch the vlogs that you have together with them. And they can be like, holy shit, that was cool.
It is wild.
Yeah.
It is wild.
I think that's cool. Back. I wonder if a lot of people think of it like that, or it's just straight business for them. Just like, I'm just going to produce as much content so I can get paid.
Right.
So
I think of it completely different. Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah.
My youngest, I'm actually going to start it back up, but my youngest, he watches all of the videos that me and my oldest did. Yeah. And he loves it.
Dude, your youngest looks so much different with his haircut. I just wanted to say that.
He does.
Looks like a total different kid.
100%. Yeah, his hair was all long and straggly and shit, and now it's like just cleaner cut. And he looks kind of older.
It looks way different.
Yeah, no kidding. So like it's pretty awesome to see like that he can do that. And now we're gonna do a comeback. So I'm gonna do all those intros again. Is like this my idea. All the intro videos that I did on YouTube with my kid, my first kid, and then it's gonna kind of like do like a cool like transition, and it's gonna be like, "What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel." And like I'm gonna have both boys this time because I never really introduced them on the YouTube channel. So it'll be really cool and interesting to see the feedback I get on that. But
so it sounds like you're headed into the vlogging sphere now. So you're going to be all
vlogosphere.
You're going to be all about content now.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I think content breeds more content. So that's I like to hear that because that's only going to breed more content with us. I hope.
Yes, absolutely. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the goal, and I hope that the outcome is good too. I want to hear the feedback from everybody. So that's
nice.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah. I want to hear your feedback on this. I have my own opinion, but we'll see. So Coca-Cola is collaborating with DJ Marshmello, and I know you're a fan of Marshmello. Yeah. The new flavor is strawberry watermelon. A spokesperson for the brand says for our third Coca-Cola creation drop. So this is a creation drop that they're doing, and I think they were doing 4. Okay. So I think we talked about it on the podcast before, and one of them was going to be a gaming one that was going to be like out of this world type. I forget what the flavor it was going to be. But this is the third installment of it, and they've teamed up with Marshmello. And they say we thought to add an unexpected remix of flavors to a great Coca-Cola taste. And I think they're saying that because maybe you would initially think that with Marshmello coming on and collabing with you guys, you would have a marshmallow flavored Coca-Cola. Yeah. But this is actually going to be a strawberry watermelon. And I like what they say, unexpected remix, because he is a DJ.
Right.
And that's what he does, like remixes songs and stuff. So
I like it.
Pretty clever.
Clever wording.
If you really look into it. They say we created a vibey blend of my favorite flavors in this all new mix. Marshmello stated, I think it tastes amazing, and I hope the fans love it too. So the flavors, the flavors comes in original flavor and 0 sugar variety, and it will hit the shelves on July 11th.
I like that they gave options that way for people.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't drink soda, but
oh really?
That's tight. Yeah, actually, yeah.
You quit it.
I actually stopped drinking soda when I turned 15. I was drinking Monsters and sodas like kind of normal, and then one day my caffeine intake was so skyrocketed I ended up in the hospital. Oh shit. And just kind of scarred me. It wasn't like life or death, but it was enough for me to be like, dude, no thanks. And I cut everything. The only soda you'll catch me drinking that's like kind of passive is occasional Sprite. Occasionally.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
you should have started with that. Because I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a long ass time.
It is, yeah.
So I don't really drink soda that much either, but occasionally the wife and I actually do really like cherry Pepsi. So like if we go to the movie theater, which we did the other day to watch the new Jurassic Park movie, it was good.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So we got a cherry because they have it there.
Nice.
But like, restaurants, water, iced tea or something like that. Nothing. Lemonade. But this is, lemonade's really good. But this is something that I think I would definitely try because I like watermelon and strawberry.
And I like that you do want to try it though, because it also tells me and like the world, like you're willing to like try these things just because they sound like fun. Yeah. Honestly, like it's like that looks crazy, but I'm willing to try it. Fuck it, why not? It's kind of like when Taco Bell decides to make something insane, some crazy contraption. I say Taco Bell because I'm used to seeing their craziness.
Yeah, they do weird stuff,
and I'm always like, fuck it, I'll try it because it looks weird. Yeah,
but I think that's the beauty about having a podcast too and talking about stories like this. Because I think if I was at the store and I saw a Coca-Cola that said Coca-Cola strawberry watermelon, I'd be like, okay, not even think twice about it. But now I know it's like it's not like an everyday. It's not gonna be on the shelves forever. I don't think. It's only like this period, probably summer. And it's collab with Marshmello, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try it out just to see what's going on.
You also have this like thing I noticed for limited edition things.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
you have like this like fetish.
I think that's why
it's limited. Yeah, for lack of a better word.
Well, I think that's why I like Pokemane because it's like you're collecting things. rarity,
right?
You know,
that
stuff
not
like that.
everybody can get.
Yeah.
So I do admire that. Yeah, that's what's pretty cool about that kind of hobby of yours. You're like, it's a limited edition thing. I gotta have it. Like shoes, dude. Oh man, I get so jealous.
Dude, I got so many shoes. I just went through them.
Love it.
Actually, I went to Costco and they got these new shoe boxes.
Mm-hmm.
They're plastic, see-through, so you could show off your shoes and stuff
Oh,
like that.
sick.
They have 2 doors. They have one on the front.
On each side?
No, one on the front.
Uh-huh.
That's the big one, and then one on the side, which I don't really understand why they do it.
I get
that.
you though. Yeah, I could vision it.
Yeah. So I saw it on Twitter actually, and it said like you can get it at Costco, but not maybe all Costco's have it. So I was like, got the keys, went straight to Costco.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting 12 boxes.
Okay.
So I put like my rare shoes and stuff like that, but
Right.
it's like they're in my closet. Like we have a big closet.
Yeah.
But no one really goes in there and sees it, so it's just
Yeah.
more like for me to organize stuff.
Yeah. Why not?
But in the meantime, I was like going through all my shoes and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I've never worn those. I don't wear those, whatever. So I put out on Facebook like, hey, does anyone wear 9 to like 9.5
Yeah.
and have a teenager or whatever that need some shoes? Hit me up. No one hit me up. I couldn't believe it.
What?
Yeah.
Well, if you had size 10s, I would have hit you up.
Yeah.
For sure.
But no, 9.5. Actually, I do have a pair of 10s that you can have. Some Air Force Ones, I think. But anyways,
Well, shit.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I have a ton of shoes and then a ton of hats. I have like over 100
I've
something
your
pairs
hats.
of hats.
You have a good collection of
Yeah.
hats. Literally everywhere, too. Like,
Yeah.
just around the house.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
tight.
yeah, I just like grab one and put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
It works out, though.
Yeah.
Like, for example, this Tiger's hat, I don't think I've ever seen you wear it, but I really like it.
I'm sure I've worn it before.
You probably have, you know, but you have so many. And I dig it. I think it's cool colors. I love that you've explored the different colors.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh.
You know, it's so funny that, and I think we talked about this before, but like, I just wear hats because I like hats. And like, it depends what I wear, but like mostly I'll wear kind of anything.
Yeah.
But then like I'll wear, you know, we were at like Six Flags and I was wearing a LA hat.
Yeah.
Up at NorCal, and some lady trying to sell stuff or whatever. She's like, "Oh, you want tickets to the Dodgers for free?" And I'm like, "No." And she just looked at me like, "Oh." And I was like, I wanted to turn around and be like, "Dude, this is just a hat. I don't live in California.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to a Dodgers game just to go to a Dodgers game if because I don't live here.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I live like 8 hours away from LA. Like I'm not. You
No
know,
doubt.
This is just a hat, but like everyone does that. You know, it's always. I wore this hat actually once to my kid's dentist, and the lady's like, "Oh, Tigers, huh?" Because Tigers and where I'm from, that's the mascot.
Yeah. Douglas.
But she's like, "Detroit, huh?" She's, "Oh, you from Detroit?" I'm from Detroit. I'm like,
shit.
"No, I just like the hat." She's like, "Oh, I thought you were from Detroit too." I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like a conversation starter, but
It
a lot
is.
of I let everyone down because it's never what they think. I'm wearing an A hat, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Braves, huh?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Nope, my last name starts with an A."
Yeah.
You know, it's just like,
That's so funny.
People-
Your reason is so hilarious, though.
but is that weird?
No, not at all.
Because I think my reason, a lot of people,
Throws them off.
no, I think a lot of people have those type of reasons. Like if someone's name, if your name's Derek, you probably wear like a Detroit because it's a D. You know,
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
sure.
don't even like the Detroit or whatever.
But because you don't care for them, you're
Yeah.
just more of like, this is a sick ass
The
hat.
D, A for my last name.
Right, right.
Like say like Phoenix Suns have a hat and it says PH, Pilot Hero.
right.
And you're like, oh no, this is a Pilot Hero hat.
Yeah.
But like everyone's like, oh, the Suns, huh? They suck. And you're like,
They do suck, but this hat's sick.
you know, but it's always something like that.
Yeah.
It's weird how like people always want to start a conversation and
Right.
they don't even like know. But I know a lot of people that do. Like even like gang members, they wear hats
100%.
based on
What they represent.
Yeah, what they represent.
Yeah.
You know, not because like they like the Yankees.
Yes.
It's because their gang that's what they represent.
Right.
You know.
right. No, that's so
So you're
true.
not gonna go to them and be like, oh, Yankees, huh? They suck.
Exactly. Well, to that point, I have a San Francisco Giants debit card,
Okay.
and it's always a conversation starter. And I mean, baseball's cool. I don't care for the Giants. I don't care for baseball very much, right? And every time I hand the card over to the lady or whoever, they're like, "Oh, Giants, they didn't do so well," or just something.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're not my favorite team or whatever. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." And then like they'll try to talk about it.
You
They're
should
like,
just be like, it's just a card, lady.
yeah. I always have to like come up with something, you know, like, well, like, are you a fan of the Giants or whatever? Like, or something stupid like I'm wearing a Dodgers hat and I hand them a Giants fucking card, and they're like, "Well, what is going on here? Whose team are you on?" And I was like, "Both." I don't know.
Should have told him, well, I play for the Dodgers, but I just happen to, you know, be from San Francisco.
Just like, hey, I play for the Dodgers, but this
or
is...
no, I just transfer from SF to the Dodgers.
Exactly. It's always something though, but I'm always like, I don't know, dude. I had the catalog only had this one. It's the only one that looked cool. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have basketball.
And to end the conversation, but then we go into a different thing, and the reason I don't wear it is because, you know, we're rocking with Goyaki and stuff like that. But I have a ton of Monster Energy, or not Monster Energy, Rockstar Energy hats,
Rockstar stuff.
And that's because, you know, my friends, they used to ride for that.
Yeah.
And Mike, when he Mike, when he stopped riding or whatever, he's all here because he's not gonna rep them. Because
of course,
he doesn't ride for them anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't get paid for them.
Right.
And I love hats, so I'll wear whatever.
Yeah. Reasonable.
So I have a shitload of Rockstar hats. So I always wear Rockstar. Yeah. What that does is that people don't really see people wearing that kind of stuff. So if you know, a lot of people think like, oh, they're like, oh, you're a sponsored athlete? Yeah. Well, yep, I'm a wakeboarder. Yeah. Like, you know, that's always like what happens when I wear hats like that. It's always like, they always look at me, especially like when I see maybe what type of like clothes they're wearing. It's like motocross stuff. And they look at me, they're like, I wonder if that's like a rider or something. Yeah. That's probably what they're thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they are.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Because this is exclusive.
Yeah, in a way,
fits, you know, like, so I get it. I 100% get it.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, actually. Oddly enough, I got a lot of, when we went to Disneyland, my hair was silver.
Yeah. How's it looking now?
It's just blonde, dude. It's just straight up just blonde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no more.
Out.
Yeah, it's getting kind of long. Getting a little trim. So, but with that said, it's kind of funny because it's kind of like people do ambitious things with their hair if you're kind of like on the more famous side. Yeah. And so me going to Disneyland, I kept getting, we went to eat multiple times, obviously. And there's like groups of like girls, like younger girls that were always like,
Oh my God. That's so funny. Dude.
I think is that him? Oh, I don't know. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? And Heather's like, I just heard her. She thought that you were fucking Zac Efron.
That's when
I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
That's when you tell your wife, hey, beat it.
Yeah.
And
take
then
the kids and go.
Come back. Yeah. And ask me for an autograph and a photo.
Yes.
That's what you tell her. And then everyone will definitely think you're someone.
Well, even funnier, my mom, she went with us on the trip, and I took a picture with her in California Adventures in front of the big old fake billboard that looks like it's downtown. Mm-hmm. And someone asked my wife, they're like, is he taking pictures with people?
Yeah,
and
who is that?
Yeah, like they didn't ask that quite, but that's close enough. It was enough to be like, is he taking pictures with people? And she's like, oh, that's his son. And she goes, oh. Just walked.
Dude,
I was like, that's so funny.
People are so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I have a story. You know who Theo Von is?
Theo Von. This sounds so familiar.
He's a comedian, but he's a podcaster.
Yes.
So the Rat King. This is a Theo Von story. So I was in Arizona, 2018 or 2019. Mm-hmm.
Theo Von.
For a trade show, right, for work. So I happened to go to this restaurant, and in town at that time they had like this comedy / like podcast, not convention, but like event going on. Yeah. The little like area of the town in Arizona was super dope. Yeah. You know, so a lot of like nightlife and stuff like that. So I go to this restaurant, and then they're like, oh, all tables are taken up, but there's like a spot at the bar. I'm like, whatever. Uh-huh. And then, so check this out. There's a guy right here, right? Pretty hot girls right there. Yeah. A room for me right here.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Where do they sit me? Next to this bum, right? Yeah. This bum right here in a chair. Yeah. Sit me next to this bum. I'm like, you could have sat me next to the pretty girls or whatever. So they sit me next to this bum. Yeah. I look over. It's the Rat King himself. It's Theo Von. I'm a whole shit because he has a mullet.
Yeah.
You know, he's, so I thought it was like
Yeah.
this like homeless dude in a sense,
No kidding.
So I look at him, I'm, oh shit, oh, well, what's up, man? And, like, I'm pretty cool, like, with stuff, so I don't like,
You don't
So I ended up, sitting there with him, had breakfast, we talked about like football, like what he was doing, what I was doing in town, stuff like that. Ends up getting up, leaves. Those girls kind of scoot over. The waitress which was pretty hot. This is Arizona. Comes over and she's like, "Who was that?" I'm like, "That was Theo Von." They're like, "Oh, we like had a feeling that was him." Like no one knew who he was because he was kind of like at the time too. Like he was just kind of popping off.
Yeah.
Like now he's like pretty well known.
Right.
But like.
I feel like I've seen him a lot on TikTok too.
Yeah, he's super funny.
Yeah.
Like he has that mullet.
Yes.
He's super funny guy. At that time he had just come off where he was doing like this like the Rat King. He had like this WWE belt.
Right.
And he was like talking like Randy the Macho Man Savage.
That's funny.
So he was like kind of trending and going viral on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like I knew him off that stuff or whatever. And it's just so funny how things work out. Like I said, like you could have sat me next to the hot girls.
Right.
Or this bum. He sit me next to the bum, but then I look over and I'm like,
this
oh
happens.
shit. So I sit there, have
Yes.
breakfast, but like no one like knew.
Yeah.
The second they see me talking to him and we're like, I'm really like, and the chick was kind of like bringing the food over, like listening and stuff. Like, what are you doing in town? Oh, cool. Like I watched your stuff on Instagram. It's hilarious. So then like the second he leaves, they're like, who was that?
Yeah. We thought that was him.
And they're like, oh, we thought that was him. It's like, you thought that. Why didn't you say something?
Yeah, why you fucking roll up and say something?
So that's what's like so funny. Like people are just like
people
that.
Are weird. Yeah, no kidding.
You're taking you take a photo with a lady, which is your mom, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, who is that?
Yeah.
And your wife could have really said, oh, he's like this actor from France, and they would have been, oh, can I get a photo?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit.
So
that's so funny. Yeah, no, it's even harder when it's like pretty people too. Like my wife is so quick to be like, oh, that's his mom, my husband. She's real quick to that. But it's so funny because that's exactly how it is. People are just weird and they don't like to like they don't do anything until it's confirmed.
Yeah, and then when it's slightly confirmed, everyone goes.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Even though, and that's why like I guess it's like I've never really been like that because like imagine taking a photo with you and you're really a nobody, and then like what do you do with that?
Right.
Like you just post it, you're like, oh, I just met so and so.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, all your followers are like, who cares?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I've met some people.
Yeah.
We I think last year we ran into Mystic 7.
Yes. I remember that.
Yeah, and we took a photo and
I think about that all the time for some reason.
Everyone like, that's my friends.
Yeah.
They're like, because he had his they actually broke up.
Oh no.
But he had his ex with him. And she's hot. So they were like, oh, who's that chick? But really, he's the famous one.
Yeah.
And no one on my account, like, knows who he is.
Yeah.
So, like, me posting that, like, it's not really a flex because, like, no one knows who he is.
I just love
but yeah,
that
he has, like...
you were going to meet him, too. You had this feeling you were going to meet him.
Yeah.
And then you did. And I was like, dude, no fucking way. But that's funny, yeah.
But then Homeboy has like 3 million subscribers on YouTube. He's a pretty big deal when it comes to like what he does.
Right.
But like no one that I know knows who he is.
Yeah, no kidding.
But that's what's like funny about that stuff.
So great. Oh, what a fucking trip. That's so cool though.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm a fan.
All right, so I got some interesting news here. Atlanta Faze is being accused of stealing a logo from a clothing brand. So their Atlanta Faze Call of Duty League team, they got this logo, and I'll put it up so everyone can see. It's like you basically just took it, but
is it?
Yeah,
really? Oh no, sure.
They took a logo from clothing brand Alpha Forward, so AF.
I see. Yep.
And they Alpha Forward, I guess, had a patent. Trademark everything for this brand, for their clothing brand, 2 years before the CDL even started.
Okay.
So it's hard to say like they didn't know.
Yeah.
Or like whatever, that it was so close in time. This brand was already kind of established and everything for 2 years prior to the CDL starting. And then Atlanta Faze joining the CDL and then coming up with their logo and everything. So it doesn't really look good for them.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But these are I feel like these are the kind of things that they can bounce back from kind of fast.
Yeah.
But if you get sued and you lose, then it just doesn't look good for the brand.
Yeah, I just don't understand like why they would have to steal something like that. But I did see that the design, because you know you kind of figure that Faze Clan has their own designers and everything, so it's understandable when that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
Designer maybe gets some inspiration from someone,
Right.
and you as like the marketing manager or whatever, you're like, yeah, that looks good, we love it, everyone in-house loves it and stuff like that, not knowing that this person maybe got inspiration from someone.
Right.
But in this case, the design was designed by Faze Clan part owner Thomas Temper Oliveira. And he says he was paying homage to Atlanta's rich culture, which I don't know if the AF, the way that it's done, is really paying homage to anything. So,
yeah.
You know.
Well, see, this is interesting because you yourself, respectively to your experience in like the media space, you've made like your own logos before.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's fair to state like that your opinion is pretty well valued in a scenario like this, because I feel like just kind of any random Joe Schmo looks at that and they'll be like, they can afford that. But like, I like the passion kind of behind like your statements. Like, you're a company that's capable.
Yeah.
So why on earth would you do what you did? Like, if it is in fact straight up robbery, and you took this from a different company, it's petty.
Yeah, you as a Faze Clan, being one of the top esports orgs out there for a long time now, have all the money in the world that can pay top designers.
Yes, absolutely.
Or whatever. You know, so whether the logo really was copied is unclear, but the two are very perfectly identical. If the Alpha Forward logo didn't have the two upper shapes above the letter marks, it would be exactly the same.
Wow.
So that could present an even bigger problem.
Spot on. Okay.
So even when an article says that, like, they're not even saying like, you know, oh, maybe they took inspiration. Like I said, like, yeah, you take inspiration for whatever. They're basically saying this is identical.
I gotta check this out for myself.
I'll post it on here. So yeah. So if you take the A and the F, or they have the A and the F together, but then the Alpha brand, Alpha Forward, has little blocks on top. Right. You take those blocks off, and it's just the A and the F. It's exactly what Atlanta Faze logo is for the CDL League. So I just wonder why it took so long.
Yeah.
All right. So we were rudely interrupted right there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Got a little mail time, I guess.
Hey.
We'll see what it is.
I like it.
Well, I know what it is.
I like the commitment.
I know what it is, but we were just talking about it, which actually kind of works out.
Oh, perfect.
What do you think it is? Oof. Pair of shoes.
Of all the things. Oh, I was going to say a hat.
It is.
Oh, is it? That's fucking funny. Let's go. Look at that.
So this is a LA...
Galaxy?
No, not the Galaxy. The other... what is it? Los Angeles FC.
Okay.
So LAFC, which is like the rival to LA Galaxy now. The reason I got it is because it's like this waterproof type, and I always sweat out my hats.
Oh, nice.
A lot of times I'll put on a new hat and then go somewhere and like I end up getting all sweaty and stuff.
Right.
And then that hat's just trash.
I like that. No, that's
so like
sick.
a golf hat or something like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is sick, dude. I usually buy like snapback trucker style for that fact.
But those will still get...
But this is sick.
The front is still going to get...
right, the damage from my sweat. And
so those supposedly don't get anything like that.
This is tight, dude. What? And it's from Fanatics.
So there you go. I got a LAFC hat. I didn't even know it was LAFC, but it's LA. Actually, I did know it was, but like I forgot the name of it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Look at that. You guys got a free opening just now.
There you go. Send us more stuff.
Yeah.
In honor of International Fight Week, which is this week, Electronic Arts has launched a UK Fighter Bundle for the UFC 4 game, which finally adds Paddy the Baddy Pimblett to the game roster. So he's just kind of up and coming European guy. He's pretty funny. So
Nice.
Everyone's all pumped on him.
Right on.
So starting today, June 30th, UFC 4 players can access the UK Fighter Bundle, an update introducing Paddy Pimblett, Molly McCann, Tom Aspinall, and Paul Craig. And all those guys, all the 4 that I mentioned in the girl too, Molly McCann.
Right.
They're all from the UK and they've been killing it. So they just had a big fight in the UK, and they were all featured on that card, and all of them won.
Oh, sick.
So, and then they're gonna have so such an update comes at a perfect time to considering all 4 UFC Rising Stars will participate in London UFC Fight Night on Saturday, July 23rd.
That's kind of cool. A clean sweep from all of them.
Yeah, so they had the clean sweep, and then now UFC Fight Night is going back over the pond to London, and all 4 of them once again are going to be on the same card, July 23rd, and they're all pretty badasses. So obviously
that's cool.
So
that's actually pretty sweet.
I imagine they're all probably going to win their fights again. Yeah. So this is kind of a cool thing that they're doing, adding them to the game because they're kind of like up and coming fighters.
They're kind of like a horde of badasses. That's actually kind of sick.
Yeah,
definitely new.
And speaking of UFC, a huge UFC fight this weekend, UFC 276. The fight, I believe, is free. Fight nights are usually free. But UFC number ones, UFC 276, that's actually a pay-per-view one. You know, we don't get paid by the UFC yet, so I don't recommend. If you want to watch it, there's other avenues you can probably get it, that someone's streaming it or something like that. You don't necessarily have to pull out the debit card, because it is like $80 almost. But if, you know, like if we have people over, of course I'll buy it.
Yeah.
But if it's just me watching it, I'm over on
you best believe Twitch or TikTok.
I mean, some people put it on there. I'm just saying, you know. But it's gonna be a really good card. Middleweight title. It's up. It's Israel Adesanya.
Okay.
He's defended it quite a bit. He's a badass.
Okay.
Versus Jared Cannonier. And a lot of times in Israel's, since he's got his title, I kind of doubted him. I'm like, he's not really fighting anyone.
Right.
And all of a sudden he started fighting like good dudes. So then now I give him credit because I'm like, oh, he's legit. You know?
He's tough.
Yeah, like kind of like how McGregor at first wasn't really fighting gnarly guys.
Yeah.
But he was like this big name. It's like, dude, he's not really fighting. You fought Cowboy Cerrone. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, he gets the win. But Israel is fighting top tier guys now. And I don't know about Jared Cannonier. I've seen him fight and everything, but like it would just suck now because now I'm a fan of Israel. I'm like, dude, that guy is a badass.
Yeah.
For him to lose now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
And then also on that fight card is featherweight Alexander Volkanovski, Alexander the Great, versus the People's Champ, Max Holloway.
Ooh.
So Max Holloway is the Hawaiian that everyone loves. So this is a tough one, dude, because Alexander seems he's a Australian or New Zealand. Everyone loves him. He's like a good dude, short dude.
Yeah.
Not a typical like guy that you consider to be like the champion.
Okay.
Ex-rugby player.
I like that though. Like kind of something you don't expect it, but they just like.
But he turns out to be a super nice guy, right?
That's even better.
Yeah. So you're like, you love that guy, but then you have Max Holloway, which is like puts his life on the line. Like he would die in the cage fighting.
Yeah.
And super nice guy too. Absolutely. And just everyone loves him. So it's kind of like no one wants to see Max lose, but at the same time, they probably don't want Alex to lose either. So this is a tough, and this is the third time fighting. Alex won both the first 2 fights. I feel like in the second fight, maybe Max probably was really close, but whatever. They gave it to Alex. So now this is the trilogy to end it all. So we'll see what happens.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, UFC, pay me, man. I mean, that sounded pretty good.
Yeah, seriously.
How you doing, Dana?
But you know who I'm disappointed in?
Conor McGregor.
No. Oh. Well, I'm disappointed in him too. But this whole ordeal, I'm sure you've heard of it, about Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx.
No.
They tease for the longest time.
Oh, they were doing the fighting during this fight week?
They were fighting. And I was like, oh shit, seriously?
No, I thought they were just like battling, like
No, it's on the game. You're right. Yeah, it's on battle on the game, and they're gonna do it in a real octagon, and they're gonna fucking play against each other, and there's gonna be a small private crowd of people watching on the big screens, and they're gonna have real life UFC fighters tipping them on what moves to use. Yeah. But it's like, I get it for content. I'm 100% on board for that. But like, if you're a gamer, you kind of know. Like you and I've played UFC, and I know that those moves aren't easy. First of all, tough, so the guy's gonna tell you put him in a fucking armbar. If I'm Tim the Tap Man, I'll be like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, how do you grab? Like, how do you do an armbar? Like, that's not gonna work. Like they're thinking.
Did that already happen though?
No, it's happening. I think it's happening this weekend,
tomorrow, or Saturday, because the fight's Saturday.
Yeah. So I think that's what they're participating in that fight.
Hey, but you know what? I will say kudos to the UFC for bringing out these big time gamers.
Yes.
Hopefully they could do more events in the future,
right,
by incorporating gamers and stuff like that.
They definitely want their games to be fire.
Yeah.
Problem is, like, they keep changing the flow of fight, and so their stats are fluctuating. People are like, oh, that was such a badass game. The moves were pretty easy, like, to figure it out. But when they start getting to the whole, like, 7 buttons in just to grapple, just because they're trying to get it more technical, people will start to get, like, turned off by it. I'm not saying they're bad games.
No, they're good games.
The graphics are getting better.
They're adding these DLC packs with new fighters.
Exactly. So that's sick. I'm all aboard for it. I just, I know there's like a little umph missing. I don't know what it quite is, but they'll get there. They'll get there.
Yeah. They need to have us on the next thing they do, incorporating gamers and stuff, so we could be on there commentating or beating the shit out of someone. That's fine.
I'm down. Yeah.
We'll do it.
If we have to, we will.
Yeah.
We'll fuck someone up.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Your girl Pokemane is in the news once again. Twice this time. One of them, I'll briefly talk about it because basically she was talking about how much money she can make on OnlyFans. And she was claiming that she can make about $10 million per month on OnlyFans, only to say that she's rich enough and never needs to do it. Okay, then who cares?
Yeah, then fuck off.
Yeah, if you're not going to do it. Brings me to my next point, though, that we're okay with you leaving.
Yeah?
You're not going to OnlyFan us.
Yeah.
Well, you could only fan from Canada, I believe. But Pokemane says that she's making plans to head back to Canada in the wake of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe versus Wade.
Got it.
On June 24th, 2022, the United States Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, a 1973 case that ruled the Constitution protected a woman's right to abortion. So they overturned that.
Yeah.
So now certain states, it's up to the states. Right. Certain states are banning abortion. So women, regardless of how you got pregnant or whatever happened, you're not allowed to have abortion. So as you can see, there's certain scenarios that it's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into it. So, but
I don't want to go into that.
Yeah. So although Pokemane currently lives in Southern California, she's actually from Canada, where she and her mother immigrated from Morocco when she was around 4 years old. Right. So that being said, she said she's considering flying back to the Great White North in the wake of the recent U.S. Supreme Court ruling. Pokemane shared her thoughts. The Roe v. Wade news is absolutely terrible, she said. I tweeted about it. I retweeted a couple things. I favorited a couple things. It's just tough because what more can we even say at this point? We've said it all. It's depressing. I booked a ticket back to Canada. It's bothersome, she continued. I can't even vote. So she can't vote because she's a U.S. citizen. So I can't even vote, and I'm giving these motherfuckers millions. High key, I consider just dipping by, she said. So personally,
go.
Yes, go. Like no one cares. But
she's still gonna do her thing.
Yeah, she's still gonna kill it in Canada. It doesn't matter. But like my like biggest annoyance is like being from, family from a different country and everything. Like America, and I've said this before, the United States is the greatest country in the world.
Right.
People come here, people risk their lives to come here for a reason, right?
Yeah.
It's the greatest country there is. So as I don't agree with the certain things that the government's doing nowadays, but this is still the greatest country there is. Like, you're not going to want to go back to a third world country. Yet she's not going back to a third world country. She's going to Canada. Yeah. You know, so it's a great country as well. But to like sit here, but from Morocco, I'm sure Morocco is not like the nicest. Right. No, absolutely. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's not. Yeah. Yeah. You know, so comparatively speaking. So being an immigrant yourself, coming to this country and not realizing that like, this is the greatest place, like regardless of what's going on, and you just being like, oh, because this happened, now I'm just gonna take off and leave. Yeah, like good riddance, in my opinion. Yeah. Like it's just like, dude, we don't need any. You need to like respect it more,
because like the way I see it, also, dude, is like she's basically saying, well, if I can't have abortions here, I'm gonna go to Canada and have my abortions there. Okay. It's like that's how I see it. It's like, I mean, it seems petty. We were talking about pettiness. And it seems a little petty. It's like, that's it. Yeah. That I draw a line at abortions. I'm gonna go have my abortions in Canada. Fuck this.
I wasn't seeing it. I was thinking more like just like taking women's rights away. Yeah. But like I said, I think it's just very ignorant to come from a different country to this country and then being here and then just saying like, well, I'm out of here because of this. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, you're still in the greatest country there is. Yeah. Like, but it's just that's just my opinion. It's just funny. Yeah. Cause like I that's a crazy thing that she's going to try to do because of that, scenario situation. All I hear, is honestly just that. I know it's like me being like, very, selective of what I want to hear of what she's saying. But the fact is that, dude, like, if that's what it took for you, like I get that it's a right that's been taken away, but are you literally telling me that like do you want kids? Like, is first of all, second of all, like, do you not want kids? Like, are you gonna go back to Canada and sincerely like have abortions? Like is that really the selling point for you to be like, fuck this place, I'm out? Yeah. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for everybody deserving their own rights. But like, if we were taking away an ability that we have, I don't think I'd be like, fuck this place, I'm out. Yeah. Necessarily. Other places are worse.
But like you're saying, dude, you came here for a reason.
And I think California, you can still have them, just like Nevada. Right. It's like Nevada's protected, but California, I'm pretty sure you could do that.
It may be protected as well.
So I think it's just more of the, like, she just doesn't like what's going on. But I just, like, my thing is like, all right, then prove it. Do it. Yeah. Don't just talk about it. Because there's a lot of people when Trump was elected to president. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, I'm moving. Going to Canada, they're still here.
All this stuff. Yeah, no, they're still here and they're still bitching.
Why? Because this is the greatest country there is. Absolutely. You're not just going to move to a different country.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not on the best of waters. Right. But we're still the greatest country. Yeah. We really are. We really are. We're not a third world country. And we get to do a lot more than a lot of people can out there. So,
well, let me finish your thought. We're in the roughest seas right now.
Yeah, there we go.
But yet we're still in a $500 million yacht.
I like that.
Other countries, they're like in a little raft.
Right. They're in dinghies.
Not good for them.
They're in little dinghies that have holes in them.
Yeah. We're in multi-million dollar yachts still.
Absolutely.
So I'd rather be on a yacht with rough waters than some other people. So.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good point.
Yeah. Dr. Disrespect. He may just tease his very own Nike deal to make gaming shoes in the future. Lamest thing I've ever heard.
I wasn't going to say it, but you said it and now it's out there.
So as much as this may come as a surprise, to many, the Doc doesn't have any sort of shoe brand deal yet, which actually that is kind of a surprise. He's a big time character in esports, in gaming, for him not to have some type of big endorsement like that.
Right. It's good. And it's with Nike, so cool.
So during a June 27th YouTube stream, the two-time received a call on his flip phone to discuss a new shoe deal with Nike.
On his flip phone. Fuck off.
In the skit, Doc spoke to a representative from Nike, commenting on how he plays with his signature violence, speed, and momentum. He said, "You want to make custom Dr. disrespect gaming shoes? He asked. I think it's a great idea. Yes, I think there's a demand, he says. Doc went on to explain to Nike that people often game in their socks and the ground gets cold.
That is not a lie, though.
So having some sort of competitive gaming
Every gamer
shoe
knows
would solve that problem.
Not with shoes, I don't think. 'Cause I don't wear shoes in my house.
So the two-time had to end the call to get back to play some Warzone, but he certainly sparked some speculation with his stream segment. So although that was all fun and games, there was a big outcry on Twitter saying like, dude, I would definitely buy your shoes. How can I pre-order? Can you sign mine? Stuff like that. But like
Slippers.
Like let's be realistic. Like
slippers would be sick.
You're talking about gaming shoes. So you need shoes to sit there.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
You need house slippers.
And how much are those going to be? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not paying, no offense, Ninja, but I'm not paying for your shoes. They're expensive as fuck. And the thing is because I like to pay for shoes that I like to use personally. Yeah. So like, for example, I just spent a little extra money, spoiled myself on some really, really nice Nike golf shoes, and they're sick. They're really, really cool. They haven't shown up yet, but I'm going to use them. I want to show them off a little bit because they look like basketball shoes, but they have all the really cool grips of golf. And like, that's an example, you know, like when I played basketball, I would buy the Mamba shoes because I love the Black Mamba fucking styled snake, the coat or whatever it is, you know, the Mamba. And yeah, right. And it's cool to see the concept of it and then play in them. Because people admire it. They're like, oh, those shoes are sick.
Yeah.
No one's going to see your in-house gaming shoes. Get me some in-home slippers.
Yeah.
Gaming slippers. And we can talk. Yeah. Buy Nike. That would be lit.
And Nike already has like cool slip-ons like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So this whole thing is just stupid. Mm-hmm. That's why I said it's pretty lame. But Doctor, I think he's been in the game enough where, you know, someone picks him up and does the thing. I think Nike's a little too cool for him. Mm-hmm. You can't ask one of the top shoe manufacturers that have like some of the top like iconic shoes,
right?
When you wear the same exact thing every day.
Yeah.
And I understand it's your costume, but like you can't.
Right.
So if there was this guy that was like super swagged out and Nike hit him up and stuff, I'd be like, that's a dope collab right there. That should have happened.
Right.
You know, but like him, you know, maybe New Balance.
Maybe New Balances or some shit.
Yeah. Absolutely. But like so like Ninja, you know, he had the Adidas and he or they or whoever picked the ugliest silhouettes to rock the Ninja brand. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, there are so many nicer silhouettes in Adidas that you could have picked. But like, I wouldn't buy those shoes. I just buy them to like collect them.
I see. And that goes to like saying. Like,
yeah, but I wouldn't buy them to wear them because those are probably one of the uglier Adidas.
They're very ugly shoes. They really are. They're super ugly shoes. But I get it. They're like a type of limited edition.
Yeah.
You know, and I could see you copping them for, you know, shining them. That's dope. I'm not against that.
And that's it. Yeah. But I see Doc as the same. Like, you're not going to, like, the coldest brand out there is not going to give you a deal when you wear the same exact outfit every single day.
Absolutely, yeah. That's not going to change at all.
You have no style.
I mean, if you're selling, even if you sold your vests like that, no one's going to buy that shit.
No.
Because for what? Some states are illegal. You can't even wear a vest.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying as an example, you know, like his attire is his attire.
I never thought of that. Like he could go out in public and get shot and be all right.
100%.
That's cool.
Even though his house got shot before.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
His backyard, his window got shot. It was on the news, I guess, like in the middle of stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
He lives in Vegas, I think. Or he did. That was when he got shot, but whatever.
Huh. Interesting.
But hey, he had a vest on anyways.
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact.
Yeah. Should have led with that.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Shit.
Formula 2 driver Jury. I think, Jury Vips. So VIPS. So I'll just call him VIP. Okay. Had his contract with Formula 1 racing team Oracle Red Bull Racing terminated after using a racial slur during a Twitch stream.
Ooh.
So, the incident, which occurred nearly a week ago, featured VIP using the slur while playing Call of Duty Warzone. And let's just say, Call of Duty brings the ugliest out of people.
100%. That's one of the very few games that I rage still to this day super hard.
But never saying racial slurs.
I will never say a racial slur.
No.
It's true.
Yeah, so it brings out the animals in people. Another Formula 2 driver, Liam Lawson, was on the stream too, but seemed uncomfortable, and he had an uncomfortable laugh at the incident. Later in the stream, according to Eurogamer, Lawson also asked VIP to wear a pink Red Bull cap. VIP replied with a homophobic response, which we can guess what that is, which Lawson retorted, "Jury, you can't say that."
That's enough.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
If my uncomfortable laughter for the racial slur wasn't enough for you,
Yeah.
now it's time for me to speak up. You can't say homophobic slurs.
That's
so
funny.
Oracle Red Bull Racing Team announced that it had terminated its contract with VIP, meaning he will no longer be racing in Formula 2, either with Team High Tech Grand Prix. So also wanted to say F1 2022 launches this week on PC, Xbox, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Yuri Vips is currently featured in the game as part of the Formula 2 roster, but we'll see if that changes.
That might.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure. So, moral of the story is, be careful streaming. So many people are getting in trouble from streams nowadays.
Easily, man. Easily. Even if you're not famous right now, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because they will dig it up.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. That's the big thing is that people dig shit up.
Yeah.
So don't fuck it
cancel
up.
culture is a real thing.
100%.
And then this guy right here, he's just a Formula 1 racer.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to have fun. He's streaming with his buddy. Never in a million years did he probably think like me talking how I talk to my friend is going to get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it did get in trouble, he probably wouldn't have thought that he was going to get kicked off his Red Bull race team.
Right.
And that's a big deal.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
So now it's a hard thing.
Tough.
You get kicked off one of the major teams.
Mm-hmm.
Is another team going to pick you up? I don't really know how this goes. Like sometimes in football that happens. Maybe a guy gets a DUI.
Yeah.
Gets kicked off the team, suspended or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Another team later on picks them up.
Yes.
When it's not nothing major.
Yeah.
But like I don't know how it is like in this type of environment. But
who knows?
Yeah.
No kidding. That's rough. That's rough.
So I don't know if you heard about the new Mario movie coming out next year.
Yes, I have.
So Chris Pratt, playing the voice of Mario, has declared his Mario voice is unlike anything you've ever heard.
No way.
In a recent interview that he says his portrayal will be unlike anything you've ever heard. I work really closely with the directors on trying to find a few things and landed on something that I'm really proud of, and I can't wait for people to see and hear, Pratt said. It's an animated voiceover narrative. It's not live action movie. I'm not going to be wearing the plumber's suit.
Yeah, no shit.
Running all over. I'm providing a voice for an animated character, and it's updated and unlike anything you've ever heard in the Mario world before, he says.
Absolutely. Well, of course. There's no... besides with the respect of the original Super Mario film with
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo, thank you, playing Luigi, and I forgot the other guy's name, but the guy that plays in Roger Rabbit anyways, right? But otherwise, Mario doesn't talk. Mario does sounds. Mm-hmm. It's Mario and like, whoa, yahoo!
Yeah.
Just jumps and backflips and whatever. And so to hear that voice consistently will be weird. It will be because
it's not going to be that voice.
But he's not going to do that voice.
No, because he's saying it's going to be completely different from anything you've ever expect or hear.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
Like I would expect that
yes.
to be an entire time.
Right.
But he's going to give it his own spin, and it's making me nervous.
It's making me nervous too.
Yeah.
Kind of like when they decided to make their own spin on what the fuck Sonic should look like.
Yeah.
That was nerve wracking.
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen here. What's going to happen is they're going to play a little trailer teaser before the movie comes out.
Mhm.
Everyone on Twitter is going to be like, dude, Chris Pratt, you suck. That's
what
the
the
worst
fuck is
thing
that?
ever. And then you guys need to hit up Pilot Hero to be in the movie because...
And then I'll do the voice.
Give me a little example of what you would do with the voice. I know it's on the spot, but you have to...
Yeah.
This is your audition.
Oh, fuck. Let's see here. Luigi, you want to fuck Peach together? Whoa!
It's pretty good.
That's the best I got. I don't even know what that was, but yeah, dude.
Dude, you almost sounded like a teenager just like hit puberty.
That's all I could picture, you know, because
good.
I don't hear his voice consistently ever.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's why you got to give it your own twist.
Yeah.
But I just
And I
don't
get
think
that.
Chris Pratt is a voice actor.
Is the guy,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's he was he voice acted for the Lego Movie guy, and that wasn't bad because that was his normal voice.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't really argue with that. But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. This is a shot in the dark. This is like, you know what it reminds me of? This is really random, but like when people go to America's Got Talent and then they say, "What song are you singing?" and they say it's an original, and they're like, "Oh, that's gonna be rough." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
like,
now,
don't do that.
Now they don't know if this is gonna be, if this is considered a good song.
Yeah.
If this is considered, you want to pick a song that everybody knows, and that if you match this song and you sound fantastic, like better than the original, that's what they go off of.
Yeah.
It's hard to go off of something when you're gonna do your own spin, you know, and that's what fucking they try to do with Sonic, live action Sonic, looking like a fucking rat.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? It's not bad. It's probably the best I could do.
No,
and then the crowd was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This looks like dog shit. And then they replaced it with the right shit.
Yeah. Or they should have done.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll see. I might get a call from
Doing,
Nintendo.
yeah. So yeah, that's going to be weird. And then also the cast makes it even weirder.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
yeah. It's a big cast.
So we got Chris Pratt as Mario.
Mm-hmm.
We got Charlie Day from Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Luigi. I'm not feeling that. We got Jack Black as Bowser. I'm feeling that.
I'm feeling that.
We got Keegan Michael Key as Toad. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
Him and the other... do you ever see that movie Keanu? With a cat? Two black dudes. A tall one and a short one.
I don't think
They're like super funny.
Oh. I think I do.
They do like comedy sketches.
Yeah, they do comedy skits all the time on YouTube.
Yeah, I think Keegan is the taller guy.
Okay.
So Keegan Michael Key as Toad. This one just really hurts me. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
As DK?
Yeah, he's going to be Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I have this gut feeling that he's going to be the best voice. No idea why. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that might be the best.
Yeah. So already,
it's weird.
Just off the cast here, it's not looking too good for the untitled Mario film that's slated for April 2023.
Jack Black, though, huh?
Yeah, Jack Black. I will watch it in your Tesla.
Hey, let's go. Yeah. That'd be sick.
So with that being said, it's that time, the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out on all social medias. The Gamer Boyz, just search us up. You'll find us. Leave us comments, ratings, likes, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
If you're listening to this, you can listen to on any platform basically that has podcasts.
Yep.
You could also watch this podcast if you're just a listener. You can go over to YouTube, JAA7 Studios, or you can watch this also on Spotify. We are the #1 gaming podcast in the world, motherfuckers.
And eat that shit. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us. We love doing this. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment, hit that bell for a reminder whenever we drop a new video, and please do the smart thing. Don't do anything stupid. Okay, what was something stupid that happened that I always have to bag on them for? We talked about it.
Atlanta copywriting other people's
there
work.
There you go. Don't copyright other people's work, all right? They could say
don't do that.
Don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, please, game on.
Game on.